Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Jacqueline Bolus and I will be the host for this TLC session. I want to thank you for joining us for the presentation of what's the influence of student organizations on student success. Please welcome Ben Gathia and his panel.
Hello everyone. Thanks for joining this TLC session about student clubs and student success. Are you curious about the influence student organizations have on student success? This session explores that. I am Ben Gauthier. My role here at Ashford has evolved through the last 7 years, but at the moment I'm responsible for our student organizations. I am serving as a moderator and co-panelist for today's conversation. Jamie, you can introduce yourself now.
Hi guys, my name's Jamie Lynn King. I am in my senior year here at Ashford University. I've only got 2 classes left before I will graduate, at which time I will be graduating with honors. I am a student success assistant for the CHAMPS peer mentoring program. I also mentor for the program. I'm currently serving as the president of the Forbes School of Business and Technology Business Management LinkedIn Club. I am also a member of numerous honor societies, including Alpha Sigma Lambda, Sigma Beta Delta, Golden Key International, and Greenleaf Center for Servant Leadership. I am affiliated with various organizations here at Ashford University, and I'm very excited to be here today.
Thanks for leading the way, Jamie and Ben. Great to see all of you. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Katie Theory. I'm the Department Chair for Organizational Studies in the Forbes School of Business and Technology here at Ashford University. I also serve as lead faculty for the Master of Human Resource Management and Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management degree programs. The undergrad and graduate HR degree programs sponsor the Ashford University Forbes School of Business and Technology SHRM chapter, an official chapter of the Society for Human Resource Management. And along with a band of dedicated students, some of whom you'll meet today, Mike, Jerry, and Tanisha, I founded the chapter in 2017 and remain involved as one of the faculty advisor, along with 2 of my colleagues. I also serve as a co-panelist for today's conversation.
Mike, you're up.
Hello, my name is Mike McKeown. I was one of the founding student members of the SHRM chapter at Ashford University with Dr. Katie, Jerry, and Tanisha. I've earned my bachelor's and master's degree from Ashford University, and I continue to serve as a alumni advisor of the SHRM chapter, and I also teach classes in the Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management program.
Is Bo on the line?
I saw him earlier, but he may not be on, so we can go to Dr. Beach. Ron? And you're on mute. Can't hear you. All right. If you do come back on, we'll allow you the opportunity to give yourself a quick introduction. Technology is amazing as usual. Well, thank you, panelists. Today we'll be discussing how student organizations are influencing student success. Since we both have student members and club advisors in attendance today, we'll be giving both points of view. Additionally, I'll provide some information about our clubs and orgs and how students can start them or join them. Okay, let's get started. The first question is directed at student and alumni panelists. Here it is. How has your affiliation with student organizations influenced your success as a student and beyond? Jamie, you are first.
Being affiliated with student organizations has impacted my life both personally and professionally. From a personal perspective, it takes the distance out of distance learning. I have formed meaningful relationships with many of my peers. I feel connected not only to my peers, but to the university which really helps to motivate me and makes me a better student. It kind of helps to provide that support network that will help you along your academic journey. From a professional perspective, I have gained many valuable skills. As the president of the Forbes School of Business and Technology Business Management Club, my professional growth and development has been enhanced exponentially. My leadership skills, communication skills, they have improved a lot. I now feel a lot more prepared to step into my future as a leader. The experiential experience that I've obtained while serving as president has really prepared me for my career field, and also helped me to understand myself better and what it is that I plan to do after I graduate. So it's been a very meaningful and positive experience for me.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Mike.
As a student, it was very interesting for me. I always thought what was missing from the online environment was interaction with the students and faculty. So starting the SHRM chapter, of course, I became very good friends with Dr. Katie, and also Jerry and Tanisha and I, we get together every year at somebody's house, but we also text and email and phone call several times a month. So for me, it was a big thing to interact with other students and faculty. With the SHRM chapter, with the free student membership, I meet teachers and students that were not in my degree program. And also I was able to interact with the exterior or external people that came in to co-host our webinars. Professionally, I've gotten several offers from recruiters solely based on the SHRM association on my resume. The last one was a general manager position. A company just took over, new owners just took over the company, and I went in and set up all their policies and programs. And I spent a lot of time on the SHRM site and the SHRM chapter getting the information to set up a lot of those policies and programs.
Thank you, Mike. And now to Bo. And you're on mute, Bo. There you go. I unmuted you.
Hey, everybody. My name is Richard Bodo. I'm an executive officer with the Instructional Design at Ashford Club. And I think, when you talk about the benefit of student organizations, I echo what Mike says. Part of the experience of being in an online university that I think sometimes can be missing is that interaction with other students. The other thing I would tell you from an instructional design standpoint, one of the benefits that I see is getting to interact with colleagues who are interested in instructional design, having other opinions, and also being able to interact with the faculty and industry experts with some of the things that we do with our club. So those are huge benefits that really round out the college experience for me.
Thank you, Bo. The next question is directed to the advisors and myself. In your experience advising your organization, in what ways have you seen the organization support student success? The first answer will come from Katie. Yeah. Katie, we're having trouble hearing you as well.
Oh, sorry about that. I was on mute. Thanks for the question, Ben. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, as I started saying, I really appreciated hearing about the experiences of our student officers and the organizations. I think there's nothing better than that real life testimony. But in my experience advising, and I'll speak to the SHRM chapter, I've seen several students, as Mike leading by example here, taking full advantage of the leadership opportunities that student organizations offer. And I've seen students find incredible professional growth and confidence that comes along with that practical experience. While the SHRM chapter, as one example, as all of our student organizations do, offers several benefits to members, I would like to respond to your question from the perspective of our student officers. So I'd like to focus my response on student success, specifically student officers, and giving credit to our students who have really taken this opportunity to personalize their learning experience. I do believe the more you invest, the more you get in return. And the student organization as a whole demonstrates the Ford School of Business and Technology and Ashford University's commitment to experiential learning. And I would say, using the SHRM chapter as an example, saying our student officers thrive in positions of leadership because the organization is absolutely led and driven by students. So they're running the organization, leading the organization, supported by faculty, of course. But as many faculty here, the question that I often get from students interested in HR is how to, and this applies to any field, but how do I get experience without experience? And with that in mind, participation and fully immersing yourself by volunteering as a student officer is one great example of how to gain experience and practical experience to apply what you're learning within your course room. So I would say, in summary, my response, how have I seen students succeed, and that is gaining the confidence to apply the learning from the course room to real life, and gaining that practical experience that they can showcase then. So are our students successful because they participated in our student organizations, or are our organizations successful because they participated? I have more faith in our students and say that we're successful because of them, but what they get from it is that opportunity to gain that practical experience and showcase by using specific examples, whether it be in their current job, looking for promotion, looking to get into a new field. They now have some experiences that they can showcase their the competencies that they've learned within their degree program. So thanks for asking.
Thank you for the response. Ronald, you're up next. If you'd like to give us a quick intro, if your sound is working. Doesn't sound like he's working yet. He's saying he's online. Please unmute. Oh, 702. There we go.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, amen. My name is Dr. Ron Beach. I'm the program chair of the Bachelor Administration program. And being one of the original first professors in the Forbes School of Business 8 years ago, I can tell you this has been a fantastic experience, whether I've served as associate dean, program chair, or lead faculty. And to see the program, the executive, our student leadership use all the tools that we teach them, in the business program, to develop their own program, business plan. They had their own mission statement. They put a strategic plan together. They put their methodologies, goals, targets. How are they going to meet? How are they going to address that big gorilla in the room, participation? And they tried so many different ideas. And you can't think of a professor that is prouder than seeing something they actually teach being used. And that is why I'm really so proud of the whole organization.
Thank you, Ronald. One of my favorite success stories to talk about is when clubs fail. It sounds bad, I know, but it's not. Growth occurs during times of failure. Of course, it's difficult to work through uncomfortable situations, but the learning that takes place from mistakes, botched programs, differing opinions, and misunderstandings is the key to survival outside of the classroom. Working through these issues helps students build those ever-important soft skills. These skills help students navigate their environment, work well with others, and increase their performance. Not only do these skills help in advancing careers, but students can apply what they've learned in their social lives and even at home. One of the challenges that an online education has is providing interactions. Participation in clubs and orgs gives our students those interactions. When advisors come to me and tell me that there was a disagreement in a meeting or a discussion board and that they need help, I always tell them to take a deep breath. This is a good thing. They're going to work their way through it. Learning is taking place. Okay, on to the second part of the presentation, which is basically me showing you guys some information about our clubs and orgs. Go ahead and share my screen. And you can see that everything student club and org related can be found on the university website, Ashford University website. At the top, you can see a list of resources and the contact information right here. Next, we can scroll down and we can get to the list of current student clubs and orgs. Each club has a little blurb about them that contains some information here, who the instructors are that advise the club, and then a link to the actual group page. This is Dr. Beach's and Jamie's page right here. So if we click that, it'll take us to the LinkedIn group page. Currently, clubs and orgs post information, links to articles, discussion questions, and links to videos on their LinkedIn pages. On the Business Management Club, we've got a post from Bill Davis. And then we've got Jamie. She actually posted her schedule if anyone is interested in seeing what other TLC presentations she's going to be watching today. So nice touch, Jamie. Appreciate that. Also, some orgs have websites as well. And here is what Dr. Theory and Mike have set up for the Society for Human Resource Management, their chapter here. Here we have a video of Dr. Theory right there that she's posted talking about the club, and it's a great way to interact with potential members. Then they've got this great officers tab. If you scroll down, you can see current and past members. There's Mike right there. What a great photo. For meetings, student orgs utilize the same application that we're using right now, Zoom. I have the ability to record meetings and send links of those recordings to the student members. Here, you guys can see an example of the latest meeting recording from our Sigma Epsilon Kappa group. If students would like to create a club focused on their own interests, all they would need to do would be to reach out to the email studentorgs@ashford.edu, where they would come in contact with me. I would then set things in motion by asking the right questions, recruiting faculty or a staff advisor, setting up the group's LinkedIn page, and then when things are ready, setting up the correspondence to recruit students to join the club. To join a club, it's as easy as clicking the Join Group button once you navigated to the group's LinkedIn page. Okay, that concludes our presentation. From all of us, we'd like to thank you for your participation. We are happy to answer any questions you might have. So the first question I see is from Stacy. The question is, can we get the Champs Peer Mentoring Program added to the student organizations page? Stacy, as awesome as Champs is, they've got their own website dedicated on Ashford University's website, and they're not actually a student org. So I appreciate the question, but they belong elsewhere. Just a comment from Mike. He's mentioning that he's noticed in the classes that he teaches, the students that are involved in student orgs also seem to be more active in the classroom discussions. And I completely agree with that. Studies agree with that as well.
Ben, just to add to what Mike had commented, my involvement in student organizations has improved my communication with instructors. Like, I feel a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable. If I have a question, I don't hesitate anymore to ask. So it has really improved my relationships with my instructors also. So that is a huge benefit that I've gotten from being in the student organizations.
Excellent. There you go. Talking about improving those soft skills, those social skills. That's great.
Ben, this is Ron.
We can hear you.
Yeah, there's one other thing. When one of our group meetings and the club, we had one of our junior students and actually said, this is the first time I've actually talked with an instructor. And so it opens a line of communication also with faculty, with students as well, and kind of takes away some of that intimidation factor.
Thank you, Ron.
I'd also like to add to a bit of what everyone's saying, and going back to Mike's comment and his relationship with the university, as he's showcased it a bit in his comment, in that Mike, as a graduate of the university and a founding student officer of the SHRM chapter, and he's got a long list of things he does for the university and our alum. But starting with that, I think this was a really great way for Mike to build the relationships with faculty, and myself as chair of our HR degree program. So it was an opportunity for me to see Mike's knowledge in the industry and his interactions with others. And by and large, it was an opportunity for us to see Mike in a different light. And there was, and to put him in the classroom with our students. Mike is obtaining his doctoral degree right now. He's in the PhD program. And so I know that Mike is just one story, but highlight him as a great example of what Jamie was alluding to in building those relationships with faculty, and as Mike shared in his example, building relationships within the field. So I think it's just one additional way to build your individual network and showcase the skills that you have. So thanks for letting me add that.
Any other questions?
There's a question in the chat from Melissa Rogers. She asks, if a student joins through your student org website, how will the chapter advisors know? This is for SHRM, thanks.
I responded to her privately, trying to respond to everyone. So my response was, we'll have to figure that out offline. But I wasn't sure if the SHRM chapter even has a LinkedIn page, and if it does, maybe it should just direct to the official website.
So I can respond to the SHRM question. We have both a website that I shared in the chat here. So if you're referring to completing the online form to become a member, if you complete that online form, then that email address inbox comes to faculty advisors as well as student officers. So we field those inquiries and place those appropriately. If you're looking to become a member, if you're looking to present, or whatever box you may have checked when filling out that online form. And then we send you a welcome with additional resources on the tools and services that we offer as a SHRM chapter. Two items of mention. One, our LinkedIn group page, which is really our primary platform for interaction. And then the other is our YouTube channel, which is a relatively new repository for us to share some webinars that we offer to our members. So I hope that answers your question.
Great answer. Okay. I think we're all set. Thank you, everyone, for your participation and the questions. I think we can go ahead and close down. Jackie, what's next?
I just want to thank you guys all so much. Ben and the panel, this has been a fantastic, very informative session, and we really appreciate your time and energy that you put into this. And I want to thank everyone that's come, all the participants that have come in to watch them speak about clubs and organizations. I hope everyone's enjoying TLC and continues to jump into sessions as today and tomorrow continues.